Hey, what's up guys? My name is Daniel Razzo. I'm a state fund specialist and welcome to the State Fund free training. In this video, we're going to be going over a lot of topics. The first topic is going to be what is state funds. The next topic that we're going to be going over is how the process works, just in case you guys might be a little interested of how this whole business works or the process just to how to recover unclaimed property. We'll go ahead and show you how that works. The next is how to go ahead and receive your own money. So let's say you stumbled upon across this for whatever reason. You heard that 1 out of 10 people are owed unclaimed property. You want to know if you're one of those 10. You came and you want to see if you will learn something off of this training. And we're going to go ahead and show you how to go ahead and find out and pull your own money if you're owed some unclaimed property. Okay, and we're going to be showing you how to go ahead and get paid by helping others receive their unclaimed property, which is very interesting, guys, because unlike different businesses that they have products that they're trying to shove down their clients' throats, we don't have any products that we're trying to sell. What we're trying to do is we're trying to connect the unclaimed property with the owner, and in exchange we'll get paid a 10% commission from the owner. Okay, so we'll go more in detail about that. I know it might be a little confusing. We'll go ahead and go in more detail of how to go ahead and do that. And the last topic that we're going to be talking about in this video is what you will need to go ahead and get started doing this business. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with explaining to anyone that doesn't know what state funds is. Okay, so what state funds is basically unclaimed property that is at the state. So that's why it's called state funds, because it's funds that are at the state, but it's technically unclaimed property. Okay, so with this unclaimed property, a lot of people let me give you an example of a state funds, of how to go ahead and get paid during state funds and the whole, let me just go ahead and give you an example. So let's say you work at McDonald's, right? And you are owed $1,000 from your labor that you did at McDonald's. But let's say you moved and you never received that $1,000 paycheck that McDonald's owes you. Okay, let's say McDonald's, being a good company, tries to send you that money, but you don't live in that place anymore, so you never received that money. Okay, and you left before they were handing out those checks, and you don't have direct deposit or whatnot. Okay, so now what does McDonald's do with that $1,000? Do they just go ahead and keep it, throw it into their revenue, and call it a day? No, actually they can't do that. So what they'll go ahead and do is they'll go ahead and send it over to the state. The state will go ahead and keep it. Basically they'll keep it and hold on to it, and just in case the owner wants to go ahead and come back for it. Okay, so the state would be holding on to that unclaimed property. Now what I would do, or someone in one of my students, we're actually called property locators. There's multiple terms, asset locators. If you go online, there'll be multiple terms of our job description, but let's just to keep it simple, let's just say property locators. So a property locator like myself will go ahead and find that unclaimed property. I'll go ahead and find the owner. I'll connect them together through contract. I'll send that over to the state, and I also let the owner know that I'm making a 10% commission. So if they have $1,000, I'll make 10% of that, and I'll go ahead and send that over to the state. The state will go ahead and pay my client, and they'll also pay me that 10%. They'll go ahead and just separate it for me. And so that's basically what state funds is. And that's basically a short example of what the process is like. I know I went and I kind of moved forward and already said the second process of how the thing works, how the process works. I know I kind of jumped around, but just to keep it simple, the way the process works is a property locator like myself will go ahead and find the unclaimed property. We'll go ahead and find the unclaimed property owner, connect them together, send it over to the state, and we'll get paid 10% commission off that. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Now the next topic that we're going to be talking about is how to go ahead and receive your own money. And for this, I will need to go ahead and go to my computer to go ahead and show you how to do this. So let's just slide over to my computer. Let me show you how to get this done real quick. Alright guys, so in this video we're going to be showing you how to go ahead and see if you're one of those 1 out of 10 people that have property that's owed to them. And so I'm just going to go ahead and just show you how it's done in California. It's kind of similar in every other state. It's not exactly the same like I've been saying throughout this video. Every state is different, but this is how it's done in California. You can do it if you follow these steps, then you know it's kind of similar in different states, but it might not be exactly the same. But we're going to go over to California. The first website that we see, we're going to go ahead and click that. Next thing we're going to go ahead and do is going to go ahead and search for unclaimed property. All right, so I actually have a name over here. This is not me, this is another person. I don't have any unclaimed property, obviously, because I done checked, but this is someone that I do know, and they do have unclaimed property. So let me go ahead and show you. So as soon as you click that, it's going to go ahead and take you here. Just scroll all the way down and click the number ID. Click that, and it's going to go ahead and show you what you're owed, how much you're owed, and whatnot, and you know what exactly it is. Okay, so that's basically it. That's basically how you do it. If you guys have any questions, like I said, go over to my Instagram, Dan's Biz 101, and you know, go ahead and ask me or one of my assistants might go ahead be able to go ahead and help you out. All right guys, so let's go on to the next topic. All right, so now that you know how to go ahead and receive money on your own, now let's go into a very interesting topic of how to go ahead and get paid doing state funds. All right, this is very exciting because guys, you're getting paid to help others get paid money that was owed to them. It's fascinating, honestly. But let me go ahead and just let you know how this works. So like I mentioned before, you know, we get 10%, but I also want to throw this out there real quick, is that every state is different. Okay guys, so I know I say 10% and you guys probably thinking that it's 10% for every state, but every state has their own rules and their own laws regarding state funds. Okay, so it might be 10% in Cali, it might be like, you know, 10 or like 20% in Florida, it might be like 20% in Texas. I'm not 100% sure. I don't have everything memorized, but if you guys have any questions, I know there's a lot of states and we do have, you know, most information about majority of the states. Some states are very weird when it comes to state funds, so we don't have that information for some of them, unfortunately. But what I'm trying to say is go over to my Instagram account, which is Dan's Biz 101. Go ahead and send me a message. Me or either one of my assistants will go ahead and we'll try to reach back out to you if you have any questions. But students, of course, get top priority. So if you're a student or if you're thinking about joining the program, you're going to get top priority. We'll go ahead and do cold calling together. We'll go ahead and do, you know, any type of questions that you have full access to me or whatnot. And this is a program that I offer, the State Funds program. So if you guys are interested in, you know, doing that, you know, it should be below of how to go ahead and get started. Okay. To go a little bit in more detail of how to go ahead and get paid doing this business, like I said, we get paid 10% here in California. Different states are different, and if we just go ahead and just start helping people and retrieve their funds, then we'll get that 10%. And in reality, guys, a lot of people ask me, and a lot of questions that I also get in my messages is, why would someone allow them to allow us to get 10% of the commission when they could just do it themselves? Okay, and the answer that I always tell everyone is that if they knew about, you know, their unclaimed property, it wouldn't be at the state. It'll be in their bank account, or they would have spent it already. Now, the reason we will get our 10% is because they forgot about that funds. And guys, it's a nice commission for us because we do some work. Okay, it's not a business where money flies from the sky. This is a business where we do have to put in some work. We have to find the property, the unclaimed property, and we have to find the owner, connect them with contracts or whatnot. So that is a job. So I let my clients know about that. So let's say, you know, with that same example with the McDonald's, let's say Bob was owed $1,000. I'll let Bob know, hey, you don't have to pay me out. I do get a small percentage of the commission if I do go ahead and help you out, which is just 10%. It's very small. Now, let my clients know I've never had a problem with that. All my clients were fully on board and they had no problem paying me out. I had maybe like 2 clients that, you know, they realized that I was making a nice commission, got a little mad, but when you have contracts involved and you do everything legit, it's no big problem, it's no big deal. They'll figure out that yes, you did help them, and that's money that they were never gonna get unless I came and I helped them out, okay? So that's how you get paid, guys. Remember, every state is different, and if you guys want more information about if your state, what's your state percentage, or if your state does even do state funds, because there is some states that don't do state funds, go ahead and send me a direct message on Dan's Biz 1-on-1 on Instagram, and we'll try to reach out to you, and you know, maybe me or one of my assistants might help you out with any of those questions that you have. All right. And lastly, the last thing that I wanted to throw out is how do we get paid? So when you go ahead and get the contracts together, you know, get everything notarized, and send it off to the state needs to go ahead and confirm everything's correct, the information. You want to confirm that it's the right person that's getting those unclaimed properties. So they need to do like a background check over there at the state, okay? So the only thing that I would say it'll be a negative in this business, which isn't a big deal, is that it is going to take a while for the state to go ahead and do all those investigations and processes or whatnot. So it's going to take, you know, it varies, and it varies from different state, but it might take a few weeks, a few months. It just depends on how the state, if they're working efficiently or whatnot. I remember when it was COVID, the state was taking a long time to get people paid out. So I feel like COVID is clearing out finally. So I would expect to get paid in 90 days or less, okay? But it's not a guarantee because we have no control of how long the state takes to go ahead and pay out us and the client, okay? But that's what I'll let my client know, maybe 90 days to go ahead and get paid out. It all depends on the state. We have no control over that, okay? And lastly, the last topic is what you need to go ahead and get started in this business, okay? And what I always tell people is that if you guys have internet access, if you guys have a cell phone, and a laptop would help with a printer or whatnot, you guys are good to go. You're good to go. That's all you need. But I do have a program. If you guys are interested, we do go over other systems and other techniques that you guys can go ahead and use to go ahead and get results even quicker. We have different softwares that I do recommend, and that might cost you a little bit more, but in the beginning, if you want to get started in this business, all you really do need is a cell phone. I recommend a cell phone. I recommend a laptop, and I also recommend a printer, and of course some type of internet access. And you should be set. You should be set for state funds. That's really all you need. But like I said, if you want to do the extra things and get faster results or whatnot, then there's softwares that you can use, and so you can go ahead and just get quicker results. All right, guys, and that's basically it. That's basically be all the topics, and I want to go ahead and invite you guys to the state funds program. If you guys are interested in doing this business, we go more in detail of how to do each of these steps. So it'll be below. Just go ahead and click that. If you have any questions, you'll have access to me. We'll go ahead and go over any type of questions that you might have. Of course, students get first come, first serve. Students get priority over non-students, but I still like to answer my non-students. But if you're a student, you'll get quicker response times than non-students, of course. And I also want to invite you over to my YouTube page, Dan's Biz 1-on-1. If you guys want to know more about state funds and how I'm able to make money and how much I made, and go over to Dan's Biz 1-on-1, and we have stories of techniques that I use or whatnot in other businesses that if you guys want to go ahead and get started for low startup costs. We also recommend other businesses as well over there in Dan's Biz 1-on-1. Follow us on Instagram, and hopefully you guys take advantage and become a new student, because I really do need new testimonial students to show people that the business actually works. If you go ahead and if you have some hustle and you have some motivation and you have some drive, you can go ahead and make some good profits off of this business. So hopefully that might be you, And I'm super grateful for the opportunity for you guys to listen to me, and maybe I might see you as my next testimonial student. All right, guys. So see you guys later, and I hope you guys enjoyed the free training. All right, bye.